Namaste Krishna Rao garu. Welcome to IYRTalks English edition. And now on an international front, this week we have two important events taking place. That one event took place, and another event by today's evening we will get the final result. One is the elections in the European continent, you can talk it. One is the election results in Britain, and second the election results in France. And Keir Starmer made a very effective comeback after 14 years of their ruling. They have overtaken Conservative Party, and then now they came to power, and it's nice gesture between the prime ministers who have smoothly handed over the regime, and we have to see. But if you see the whole voting pattern this time in Britain, we have seen the voting pattern coming down below 60%, which shows the lack of interest in the public. Total turnout voter wise, if you see, Labour Party did not gain much as compared to the last year elections. So, what do you think? And also the same reflection we are seeing in France today. So, we have to see who is going to come and all that, and because there are two important nations which are going to have a say with the outside European political system. So I just want your reflections on what's going to be the strategy of the Labour Party in giving their choices to the people and also in ruling the country.
One thing that is coming out very focused both in England as well as in France, it's not so much Labour winning or left winning, strengthening of the far right. Far right is getting strengthened day by day all over Europe, including England, and these results have shown that. In fact, Labour Party's win in any way is due to the strengthening of the far right, because Conservative votes got divided. The Labour by itself did not get a very major increase in the vote share, but because the opposition vote is divided, Labour won. In fact, there is one far right party, I'm not able to get the name of that, they got 4 seats, but they polled a huge amount of votes across the country. My assessment is slowly Conservative Party will get diminished, and the far right will go in its place as far as England is concerned. Similar thing is also happening in France. In fact, this time the far right was the choice to win, but finally they didn't win. Actually, it's the left which is winning now. But to ensure that the far right does not win, the centrists and the leftists came to an understanding by withdrawing some of their candidates, putting one candidate against them, and finally got them at a distance. But still they polled a lot of votes and they got a lot of seats and are strengthening by day. And who knows, Macron, I think 2027 the president's term will go. Will not be surprised if far right that Le Pen or something, her lady, if she becomes the president of France. This is a general trend all over Europe, including Germany, Netherlands, everywhere. And most of the fault lies with the immigrants. Most of the immigrants who came there don't practice birth control. So there is a fear of demographically they are taking over their countries, and lot of immigrants coming in every day, and they also try to make use of the liberal democratic systems that there are, the loopholes there, to propagate their own agenda. And then they talk of imposing Shariat in those countries, live separately, vote separately, work separately, never get mingled with the other people. So this type of an attitude of these immigrants all over Europe is leading to a strong reaction from the locals, and to that extent far right is getting strengthened. And once the far right takes over, they may ban immigration. There may also be a lot of racial discrimination against the minorities. These are all possibilities in Europe. And they may not be really what they are now, pluralistic, liberal democracies. That's going to be the danger for Europe in the future.
So let's see how it is going to take shape, and how they are going to maintain the relationships. Like tomorrow, even Trump is going to.
Yeah, Trump is another. I mean, he also represents the far right in a different way.
So the world
in America
itself is going to be challenged with these two types of people. Thank you very much.